Tell me who your friends are, and I will tell you who you are. Tell me who your friends are, and I will tell you where you will be. Tell me who your friends are, and I will tell you what you will do. See, here's the interesting thing, is that friends are the interesting group that we have in our lives that influence us in one way or another. We may want it, we may not like it, but our company shapes us in who we become. And some of us, we say, you know what, I don't need to choose my friends. You know, I don't know how I chose my friends. It just happened that we were together and one thing led to another, and we like each other. And we stick to each other, and we are still together, and that's how we're friends. Okay, but here's the interesting thing, is that friends should be selected. We should love everybody, but we should trust those we have selected, because every person, before I even go further, let me just use my example. This is my philosophy. I believe that trust is not to be given. I believe that trust is to be gained. Unless that you have showed me through time that you're trustworthy, I will not give you my trust, because if I give you my trust and you are not trustworthy, you will abuse my trust. See, sometimes you don't need to be with friends who are just as you. Sometimes you can make friends with those who are as you want to be, because they will not only push you to do better, but they will also inspire you to want more. To not just want to be with a group of people that you just call friends, but they don't build you up. They don't bring anything in your life. You're just there. So tell me who your friends are, and I will tell you who you are. Tell me who your friends are, and I will tell you where you end up. See, because some of us, we end up doing things we don't want to do because of the crowd that we have, and yet we think that maybe it's not them. Maybe, you know, it's just one thing. But here's the thing: you have the power to select who is in your circle, because you have the power to protect your circle. You have the power to select who is in your circle, who is going to love you but to want you to do better, who is going to love you to want to exceed and excel and do greater things, and to become even more and more, to motivate you and to challenge you. Because here's the thing, sometimes whenever we stay with people who are comfortable, they don't want you to be more, because they want you to stay at their level. They want you to stay as comfortable as they are. And therefore, when you try to do something new, they become like, whoa, what you think you're doing? You can't do that. That's not what we do. And when you ask them for an advice, they don't really have anything to tell you, because they're the type of people who never try anything. So when you seek for advice to do something more adventurous, because they are not adventurous, they won't know what to tell you. I mean, you can't have friends who are afraid of commitment, then you go in a relationship, then you ask them advice on commitment, when very well they don't know anything about commitment, neither do they like commitment. So who you have around you affect not only some decisions that you take, but they affect how you manage other things in your life, because whoever is in our close circle influences. And sometimes we think, listen, they like me. Of course they like you. Everybody likes you. But do they love you enough to want you to succeed? Are they the type of people that when you exceed, they celebrate you? Tell me who your friends are, and I will tell you who you are going to be in 10 years. Tell me who you trust, and I will tell you the kind of person who's trustworthy you're going to be. See, some of you may not really understand what I'm saying, and some of you may even criticize this and say, yo, she's pushing it too much. Now, here's what I'm saying. Anybody can be in your circle. Anybody can be an acquaintance. Everybody can be friends. We can interact with people and we talk to them. But the people who get to be close to you, the people you get to spend more time with, the people who get to truly see your heart, those are the ones I'm talking about. Because the more you open up to them, but if they're not the people who are close to God, if they're not people who fear God, when you try to do things that are righteous, they won't really understand. When you try to change your pardon, but they don't want to change, they won't understand you. See, I'm not saying to hate or ignore people in your life. What I'm saying is to realize that sometimes people give what they have, and therefore if they have never invested anything in their own lives, don't expect anything from them to be given to you, because people give what they have, and if they don't have it, they won't give it to you. You can't expect people to be great friends to you when they can be great friends to themselves. That was a hot tea right there. You can expect people to give you great advice when even the good advice that they have, they don't apply them in their lives. See, this is the thing. A greater friend is the person who is willing to tell you something they have done. Is a person who is telling you to exceed because they are trying it in their lives. Your circle influences who you are. Your circle influences the decision that you make, and therefore you have to select the people that are in your circle because they affect the circle of your thoughts in 5 years, in 10 years. So tell me who your company is and I will tell you who you are, because those are the people who can influence you, even those who say, I'm not influential, even those who say, I do me when I want to do me. But guess what? Everybody is influential. So tell me who is in your circle and I will tell you how successful you will be. Tell me who is in your circle and I'll tell you how your relationship with God will grow. I know it's ridiculous, but hear me out. If you spend more time with people who don't love God, then how are you supposed to love God when all they tell you is to not love God? Because at some point, if you have 10 friends who tell you to not love God, and you only have your thoughts telling you to love God. So tell me, at the end of the day, who will you listen? Your one thoughts or your 10 friends? So tell me who is in your circle, and I will tell you how your thoughts, or the circle of your thoughts, the circle of your heart is going to be shaped in 5 years. Because see, this is the thing. It is not only to you, even me. Everybody in my circle affects me in one way or another. That is why sometimes I choose people in my circle who are not like me, but who are even better than me. So they get to inspire me and challenge me to want to do more. Those who will tell me the truth, those who are going to be in the circle to push me not only close to God, but they're pushing me closer to greatness. They're going to push me closer to bettering myself and to doing better. So tell me who your friends are and I will tell you where you will be in 5 years. Because here's the interesting thing. No matter how great you want to be, but if your circle does not want to be great, you will always want to be great, but you will never be great, because they will never uplift you, neither support you, because they have never wanted it from themselves. Because remember, people always give what they have. Tell me who your circle is and I will tell you where you will be.